Hi students, in this video we are going to learn about modulus of a complex number. Already in the function concept we learnt modulus. Modulus means it is a distance from the origin to the input that we give. Here also we are going to apply the same concept here. Modulus of a complex number z, which is a plus ib, is denoted by modulus z and is defined as modulus z is equal to square root of a square plus b square. I will tell you how this formula has been derived. We know that always the real number part is denoted in x-axis and imaginary part is denoted in y-axis. For example, if we take this problem, if z is equal to 2 plus 3i, in case assume that in the x-axis 2 lies here and in the y-axis the imaginary part 3 lies here, means the point lies here. The point is denoted as 2 comma 3. So now we need to find out the distance from origin to this point. In order to do it, what we can do is we can make this as right triangle. If you observe, if we draw a perpendicular line segment from this point z, it is denoted as z, hence this point is also denoted as z. From the point z, if you draw perpendicular line segment to x-axis and then if you join these 2 points, it forms a right triangle, right? And the length of this base is equal to 2 units and this one is 3 units. Now we have right angle triangle in which this side OZ is the distance from origin to that point. It acts as the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Hence we can apply Pythagoras theorem. If you apply Pythagoras theorem, we will get root over of 2 square plus 3 square, that is real part square plus imaginary part square. That is what is given directly, but this is the procedure you can use to derive this formula. I hope you understand this modulus of a complex number, how to calculate it. Now if we look at the second example, z is equal to minus 5 minus 4i, which lies in the third quadrant. Again what we can do is we can apply hypotenuse Pythagoras theorem to find the answer. Otherwise we know the direct formula, modulus of z is equal to square root of real part of z whole square plus imaginary part square, which is equal to 5 square is 25 plus 4 square is 16, which is 41. So square root of 41 is the modulus of the complex number. Again it gives the distance from origin to the given number. I hope you understand this concept. Based on the concept we will solve some problems. Now we are going to solve problems. Now you just look at this example 3. Mod z, if z is equal to root 2 minus root over of minus 3, find real part of z, imaginary part of z and z bar, that is conjugate of z and modulus z. So first we have to write it in the standard form in order to find real part of z and imaginary part of z. We know that inside the square root we have minus 3. Minus 3 can be written as minus 1 into 3. Then minus 1 can be written as I square. That I square can be brought outside the square root as I. So it becomes I root 3. So z is equal to square root minus I root 3. Now we have written this complex number in the form of standard form. Now we can write what is real part of z. Real part of z is root 2, imaginary part of z is minus root 3, I made mistake, and then we need to write conjugate of complex number. In conjugate of complex number we will change the sign of the imaginary part. Here imaginary part is sign is minus, so we will make it as plus. Hence conjugate of z, otherwise z bar is equal to root 2 plus I root 3. I hope you can understand this. And then we need to find out modulus z. Modulus z means we have seen the formula, that is square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. So square root of 2 is 2 plus square root of minus square root of 3 is plus 3. So when we add it we get this answer root 5. I hope you can understand this problem. Now we move on to next question. Write down the conjugate of minus 3 plus these questions. We need to write the conjugate of these. but before writing the conjugate, the number has to be written in the standard form, that is x plus iy or a plus ib, so that it will be convenient for us to write the conjugate of the complex number. Here if you observe this, minus 3 is there plus square root of minus 1 is there. We know that square root of minus 1 can be written as I. So the given complex number is minus 3 plus I. Now it will be convenient for us to write the conjugate of this complex number. In order to write the conjugate of the complex number, we will change the sign of the imaginary part. Here imaginary part is plus 1, that is sign is plus 1, it has to be changed as minus 1. So minus 3 minus I. I hope you can understand this question. Now we have to write the conjugate of I cube. We know that I cube can be written as minus I. We already learnt this, and minus I can be written as 0 minus I, because the given complex number should be written in the standard form, and then only we can find out the conjugate. Hence minus I can be written as 0 minus I. Now we need to calculate this conjugate, that is z bar is equal to 0 minus I whole bar, which is, now we need to change the sign of the imaginary part. Here sign of the imaginary part is minus, it has to be converted as plus. So 0 plus I, and the final answer is I. I hope you can understand this second problem as well. Now we move on to third problem. In the third problem we have 6 plus 5i whole square. First we need to apply a plus b whole square formula, and then we have to write it in the complex number standard form, that is x plus iy or a plus ib, and then we can find out the conjugate of the complex number. So first we will apply a plus b whole square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab. 6 square is 36, 5 square is 25, I square is minus 1, hence minus 25. 2 into 6 is 12, 12 into 5 is 60, 60i. Now when we simplify this, that is 36 minus 25 gives us 11, then plus 60i. So given this complex number expression is equal to 11 plus 60i, in which the real part is 11, imaginary part is plus 60. In order to find out the conjugate of the given complex number, we need to change the sign of the imaginary part. Hence the answer will be 11 minus 60i. I hope you can understand all these problems. Now we move on to the next question, that is write down the modulus of minus I. What we have to do is we have to change this in the standard form of a complex number, because modulus of a complex number means distance from origin to the given number. It can be calculated using the formula square root of real part of z square plus imaginary part of square. Here this has to be written in the standard form. It can be written as 0 minus I. So real part is 0, imaginary part is minus 1. So modulus of z is equal to square root of real part of z square plus minus 1 square, because the imaginary part of this number is minus 1. So when we do it, we get the value of plus 1. Next we need to find out the modulus of this number. First it has to be written in the standard form. In order to do it, the square minus, inside the square root we have minus 3. That minus 3 can be written as minus 1 into 3. That minus 1 can be written as I square. That I square can be brought outside the square root as I. So the standard form of this number will be 2 plus iota times of root over of 3. So we can apply modulus concept. You can observe it. Here they converted that into the standard form that I explained to you, 2 plus root 3i. Now the modulus formula is root over of real part square plus imaginary part square. So we get 2 square is 4, root over of 3 is square is 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7. So square root of 7. Now we need to find out the modulus of the complex number 3i minus 1 whole square. Here whole square is there. So first it has to be written in the standard form, and then we can find out the modulus of this number. Here we can apply a minus b whole square. A can be 3i and b can be 1. So a square plus b square minus 2ab. So 9i square is 3i square is 9i square. I square is minus 1. So it becomes minus 9 and then plus 1, this becomes minus 6i. You can observe this minus 9 plus 1 is minus 8 minus 6i. Now we expressed the given number in the standard form. Now we can apply modulus concept. In order to find out the modulus of the complex number, we will find out square root of real part of complex number square plus imaginary part of complex number square. Here real part is minus 8, imaginary part is minus 6. So minus 8 square plus minus 6 square, so it becomes square root of 100, which is equal to 10. I hope you understand this problem. Now we move on to next question. Find the modulus of 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I minus 1 minus I divided by 1 plus I. If you observe this, here complex number is divided by another complex number, here also complex number is divided by another complex number, the resultant should be subtracted. So first we need to convert this into the standard form, that is a plus ib, otherwise x plus iy, and then we can simplify this. So first we will take out this and we will work on it. 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I. I already discussed with you that in the denominator we will not have complex number. We will try to convert this complex number into real number by multiplying numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Here conjugate of the denominator 1 minus I is 1 plus I. Hence numerator and denominator of this one should be multiplied by 1 plus I. That is what is done. If you observe it, 1 plus I whole square divided by 1 plus I